Hi guys, welcome down to Quest Golf Studio here in Lytham with myself, Rick Shiels, and my good friend Rob Potter, who is going to be today testing the new Titleist AP1 iron. We've got the other irons as well lined up ready to go and loads more clubs to test also. Some should already be on my channel, some are coming very soon. So, Titleist AP1. This is the new one. This is the 716, so 2016 model, and the 6 iron is in 28 degrees. We're only going to hit this one 6 iron. What's your initial thoughts?
I like the looks of it. It's a nice club. I used to be a Titleist aficionado back in the day. I started off with Titleist golf clubs for my first proper sets, so to speak. So I had DTRs and then 962s. And just looking at these.
So this is the biggest forgiving model.
Biggest forgiving model, yeah.
Then AP2, then CB, and then MB, which you've just seen the MB.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. So this is the forgiving model. What they've tweaked with this one compared to last year's, they've put more tungsten in the toe and the heel for more forgiveness. Okay. That's pretty much it. Apart from that, it's not far off last year's model, or what they would say actually is 2-year models ago, because they call it their 714. Right. So this is now 2-year model on, and what they've done is move that weight further on the outside to make it more forgiving. Okay. Effectively. Should we give it a whack?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So you like initial looks? You like?
Yeah, initial look I like it. Like I said, it's a bit bigger than the DTRs I used to have, but that was 94, 95, so it's going a long time.
I would imagine they would have changed slightly.
Slightly,
you would imagine so.
They've had a few growth hormones. You know,
so, what would a 6 iron distance normally sit for you, roughly?
6 iron distance for me, if I can get something that's 155, 160.
Okay, so in round about that carry.
Yeah, because I've been trying to get 7 irons back at 150.
Yeah, so you're just shy of 150 as a normal hit. Yeah. On an extreme hit, when you absolutely get everything right, it's 150. Yeah. But yeah, just over 150 for a 6 would be handsome. With
my newer irons, I'm hitting that a bit further, but based on how a standard iron loft would be, that's roughly where we're.
Because like I said, this is 28, so it's not stupid strong for a 6. No. I always compare it to my irons, and my 6 iron's 30 degrees, so it is 2 degrees stronger than my iron. Yeah. But with the extra bits of weight that they've dragged down to the bottom, it doesn't particularly fly like a 28 degree club. No. It flies more like a 6 iron flight. Cool. Let's go. Let's give it a smack.
Yeah, it does look nice when you're looking down.
It's forgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Welcoming.
Yeah, it's inviting.
Little bit of a low left shot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Struck it well though.
Yeah.
So low left ones generally go a little bit further. We've just been talking a touch about swing changes, so that might have just been one of those slight changes. We'll have another go.
I'm just having a tweak at the moment.
It's a lovely struck golf shot.
Yeah, it was.
Feel-wise?
Feel-wise, it feels, all right, it wasn't the best strike in the world, but it feels a little springy, even though it's not designed to that. I think the weight in the bottom of the clubs is helping it feel like it's springing.
Let's hit a few more.
So that'll be good.
It sounded nice.
Yeah, it did. It did indeed.
That was a lovely strike. Yeah, just turning these into that left corner a touch, but we'll see what the distance is anyway. Right up there in that 160 mark. And like I said, these are slight left shots, so that could interfere with that. One thing that could potentially make it go left isn't slightly offset club. So it's got quite a chunky amount of offset, which is to prevent shots ideally going off to the right, which you use now a less offsetted club than that. Yeah. But that could be one of the reasons. But apart from that, they're just 2 left shots, which we get from a 13 handicapper.
I'd say it's definitely pilot error.
Oh, right, okay, just all your fault.
Yeah, we'll go with pilot error.
Let's hit a few more then.
Yeah, I'm not blaming tech for that, it's pilot error.
Lovely strike.
I felt better.
Look at this flight.
Oh, that Dobby's back.
That's big. For a 6, that's healthy. 160 carry distance, and it came out like an absolute bullet. You know, it really did come out forward. That spun at 4,000 RPM, which is a little bit shy for a 6 iron. Right. We are using premium balls. It'd be nice to see that jumping up to about 5.5 or 5,000. Because that's come out that little bit low flighty, so it might not stop quite as quick. But from a distance standpoint, that's a great distance for you for a 6 iron. Very nice.
That's me and how we're working on my strike at the moment as I'm coming into my swing anyway, so that's a different thing entirely.
Let's have one more. That was really nice, that last one.
It was. I had a feeling what I had to do going in the downswing then, so I'll work with that again.
Yeah, lovely. He is back. I'm back for good. Look at that golf shot. So They're very healthy hits indeed. Those, to be fair, all 4 of them have been very good strikes, I would say. The first 2 is where we just closed face the path. Let's have a look at the 4 shots, just so we can get a little bit of a comparison between the 4 there, and see potentially the difference between the low left ones and what we got when we hit a good one. So the top 2 shots there, top 2, I've put AP2 here, it's AP1, sorry, the writing I've put AP2, but it is AP1. The first 2 that went left both carried at 162 yards, went left of target, yes, and spun at only 3,600, exactly the same golf shot, effectively. The next 2 golf shots carried in and around 153 and 160. So just, on average, just above that 155 mark, about 156, 157 carry distance for the 2 good shots that we hit. And spinning higher than 4,000, 4,000 and 4,500 were the ones that you hit on the last 2. I would say from there, there's just that getting used to potentially the offset on the golf club, which you've not been as used to now, using a more pro'd version of a club that you use. Give me it, because I think those 4 shots were very good strikes.
Yeah,
so we've got a very good position to talk about how it feels, and then give us a little bit of a Rob's rating on the AP1.
Yeah, I've always been quite an aficionado with Titleist anyway, through using them in the past. But the look of them, I like the looks of them. Very, very nice golf club. Titleist have always been subtle.
Yeah, they're not brash, are they? They're not out there and really extreme with their
There's a number
clubs.
of manufacturers that I've always said have always been very traditional, which I am. Sad of me, I know, but I'm quite a traditionalist. And they're very subtle looking golf clubs. So on aesthetics, it's nice to see. In terms of feel and how they go off the face, they're fabulous. Yeah,
really, I think they would suit you quite nicely.
I like them.
So what, from thinking about, obviously you being a 13 handicapper, what handicap range do you think would feel comfortable hitting an iron like that?
You could hit that from beginner. I'd probably say no. But
yeah, beginner. I think you need even more help.
Yeah, I'd say 20 handicap and down. Yeah, certainly. You could even go high. You know, I was on.
I think potentially you could go up to maybe if you're shooting 100 and below, you could start using these.
Yeah, definitely.
To be fair, if you're not shooting under 100, to invest in such a heavy, set it's not going to transform your game, but it's not going to hurt you. But I think the best players are going to, the best use of this club is from that kind of 20-odd handicapper down to probably about Rob's level, really, when you're looking for a forgiving long iron. I mean, you could potentially even go those in the long irons and AP2s in the shorter irons.
A good mix-up.
A bit of a combo set. Yeah. Give us a Rob's rating on that out of 10.
Rob's rating out of 10, I'm going to give you an 8.5.
8.5 as a Rob rating. I thought performance did well there. The strike sounded, you felt like you hit them well. You liked the look of them. There was just those couple of left shots. But apart from that, I think that was a good kind of little test of that club.
Yeah, I really like that. It probably could creep up higher, to be fair. 8.5, I'm being really...
I think if you really struck those first 2, the same as potentially the last 2, that could have got you a slightly higher rating.
I'm being really conservative with that, but yeah, they're lovely clubs.
Excellent.
Welcome back, Titleist.
I think they've always been them. Yeah. I think potentially you've just not been quite into that. Yeah,
I've not hit them for years.
You missed the 714s when we came to test them. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video as always with Rob Potter. He's a class act. Do comment down below. He will get back to you at some point, I'm sure.
I'll try.
He's awesome like that. Do subscribe to my channel. Do like the video. Do check out Rob out on Twitter. And then we're going to jump now onto the AP2, which is the slightly smaller version. The one that... effectively, the AP2 family won 3 majors last year. Yeah. So, but they've changed it. So let's hit the new one, see how it performs. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.